Hey. I think I am live streaming in YouTube. Yeah. And it's kind of funny because I'm so new at this, but I really need to take myself out of the comfort zone because if I want to work in my higher self's true intention, then I need to overcome my fear of social media. And anyone who knows me in the flesh knows that I am a social butterfly. So why wouldn't I just love it? I mean, after all, social media, public speaking, it's just having a conversation with yourself, isn't it? With observers. Now, doing this live YouTube chat, there may be the opportunity to actually have a interaction with some people. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to uh, copy the link so that people are able to either join me and come on live on YouTube with me, which would be really, really cool if I could make that happen. Wow, that would just be multitasking to the max if I could make that happen. But look, one of the best ways that's going to happen is if I go onto Instagram and I connect with some of the people who I have been connecting with. And in particular, I'm going to try someone who I believe is going to be an excellent potential teacher. And there's going to be so many different topics that we will need to be learning about, whether we all can learn about with benefit when we are in a community. And if it's a community within which you feel safe and you know that it's a sounding sphere, then the great thing is that we can actually support each other and we can know that if we want to speak about things like oh, well, let's face it, some issues that we've had with navigating our way through the health system, which is kind of my favorite thing, then here's a safe space where we can kind of get on and discuss it. And the teachers that I am looking for to be able to connect with are people who may have an area of expertise in, say, for example, self-reliance techniques, because I'm a big believer that if we can get out of our body's way, then our body will actually heal itself. This is one of the things that I got when I was watching some amazing live streams of Barbara O'Neill that one of our potential teachers was sharing in her community earlier. And so that's what I want to have. I recognize that I have had this barrier to social media, but I can overcome that. Okay. I'm looking at my Instagram page at the present moment and it's got me with a black face. And I'm like, how on earth did I do that? That was way back when I was doing trying fulvic acid and I decided to share that with everybody. So, this is what social media can be like if you are comfortable in your own skin and you can just speak alive and share what's in your heart at that moment. So, I'm not quite at that level, although here I am going live on YouTube at the present moment. So, wonders never cease. But I haven't quite worked out how to get that transmission of the message through to my friend so that he could potentially join us because, haven't quite worked out how to change the settings on Instagram so that it goes back over to my, oh, there's more down the bottom. Ah, switch. There you go. Switch accounts. Oh, there we go. I found it. It says switch accounts. Yay. But then that means that I've got to log in to the other account. So that means that I've got to remember my password. But you know what? Thank heavens for multiple web browsers because even when you're recording with Zoom, in theory, I mean, if this is all going out live in YouTube land and it's all working, you can actually switch between your different web browsers on your computer. So I can just open up another browser and log into Instagram in another one. So like Firefox or something like that. So yes, I haven't put any description on this video, so people don't really know what I'm talking about. But I have said Jen again for the teachers in our community. So what do I mean by that? This is meant to be a short little vignette. 6 minutes is my level, and 6 minutes of if you feel an alignment with recognizing that I'm coming from a pace of, yeah, I was a burnt out doctor. And I don't want any more doctors to be burnt out. I don't want any more clinicians within the system to be burnt out. I want them to recognize the system for what it is and its own limitations. And I want you to help me in our community to empower our clients and clinicians to see that there can be better ways to do things that takes us all out of that kind of burnout mentality. And we can work together and we really, really just can celebrate the joy that we have in every single day. And when we come together with the heart space of wanting to celebrate, enjoy, and wanting to solve problems and create solutions that we then share in a community, there is absolutely no reason why that isn't exactly what you do on Facebook. I get it. We could, why am I not just creating a Facebook group? Well, guess what? I just shared it with you at the beginning. I have a social media phobia. So this YouTube channel is kind of like push me out of the comfort zone and get used to this at least. Next step, maybe create a Facebook identity and have a group with no one in it. No. Next step is create a full-blown online community behind a password protection on a platform called Easy Course. So I've got to tell you about Easy Course because I am a sucker for a good bargain. And there's been these Black Friday sales, of course. I did mine even before that. I did it with their second anniversary. So this is a startup company from India who promises that they will give you everything that you could possibly have in a platform whereby you can just send out emails to people. You can use their online e-commerce store. You can create communities, and I'm just going to actually share it with you because I know that you can share screens. And I was so impressed with Easy Course when I saw them, and I saw that they had a 97% rating on Trustpilot. So I've just shared my screen with you, and you can see that they're still having a Black Friday sale. So if you happen to see this and it's still going on, boys and ladies, there you go. I'm doing my job in sharing you. So we'll close that down, but just have a look at the features in this, okay? Courses, appointment booking, mobile apps, smart upsell. It was really great when I was online having a demonstration of the product, and I couldn't afford what they were charging, but they dropped the price down for me and sent me a complete new link. It was very, very clever. Digital, physical products, membership site, of course, with courses and then advanced quiz. The quizzes and the coupons and the gamification and the tokens. I'm so excited about that. Now, I'm creating this, by the way, guys. This is going to materialize by December 14. So I thrive on deadlines. Community, take engagement through the roof. Yay! Revenue partners. This is like the pay it forward, the altruistic contributions. That's a big part of what I want to do. Magic checkout, as I said, you can change the prices, the blogs, so you can have a blog. All of our teachers can have their own blogs. You can link externally to your own platforms. Easy Course chats with chatbots. Imagine loading up a chatbot with a wealth of information that could save you time, frees up your time, basically. The site builder, well, they're actually building the site for me. Tiered pricing, of course, and gamification and pop-up. So I'm super, super excited about Easy Course and I'm loving working with them. And that's basically every time when I'm, online with the Indians, because I am doing with it, I'm really enjoying it. So I would love to bring Now, I only have space at this point in time with our startup, okay? I have one promised teacher already, and I have another chap who I would really like to come on board, plus my coach. So how many will that make? Plus me, that's four. Now we've got to go 369. So I think I would like to get five teachers to start with me online. And then if there's eight, then we'll have nine. So yeah, 369, it's this magic kind of thing. So I've definitely got two, which makes three. But if you resonate with the concept of coming in for free as a teacher because you are going to give back in the same sort of way with the email that I will send with this recording for you, or by the way, if you are just watching this on YouTube, because I'm live streaming this on YouTube, because this is my stream of consciousness, creating a business, but it's a business that is designed to be of service. I am fully cognizant I need to serve myself first before I can serve others, because in my previous incantations, I served others only, and I was of no service to myself in the end, and I cannot repeat that. So this is the founding principle that we want for Wellbeing Holistics. It's to be well being holistic, which means having work-life balance, doing something that you love. And for me, I realize that is coaching and bringing people together. So in a community where everybody has a voice, yes, I can shut up and you can speak safely and be heard, be valued, have your words of wisdom, because I align with you. That's why you're watching this video. If you are interested in being one of our teachers, because your experience with the health journey is such that there's just some learnings that you need to put out there because it will make everybody's life better. I mean, I'll give you an example. Here's a perfect backstory. And every time I tell this story, I think, my goodness, if I had have known back then what I know now. Okay. So when I was 21, I really wasn't doing very well actually, it was younger than that. It was 19 or 20, but it was towards the end of second year med school. It was about sort of June, July, just after my birthday, I think. And I was a second year med student at Sydney University, and I really hadn't done very well because I had a tendency to party too late, skip lectures, and I realized that I needed to make a decision. I was at a fork in the road kind of point in my life. Either put on my big girl pants and study medicine and become a doctor, or take a break and get my shit together. So I elected the latter because I knew I needed it because I wasn't being a very good med student. So I went into the dean's office and then I walked outside afterwards, and I was kind of my head in the clouds, a little bit relieved at having made the decision to defer my studies for a year. And I wasn't looking where was going, and I slipped over. I felt immediate pain. I couldn't walk, and there just happened to be a driver. The driver of the dean, actually, the dean of medicine, was just pulling up out the front of the med school. And there was some, construction and stuff around. So I could well, with the benefit of hindsight, made some kind of insurance claim or something because, but it was my own silly fault. So it was silly fault number one. Next thing, driver says, "Oh, would you like a lift?" Sure, sure. Where will you take me? So here I am at University of Sydney, which, if anybody knows the geography of Sydney, has got Royal Prince Alfred Hospital, fully facility tertiary hospital right beside it. And on the other side, the University General Practice in the Wentworth building that has got 5 levels with lots of steps. So which spot did 20-year-old Jen pick for the Dean of Med School driver to take her to? Option A or option B? And there would have been a third, but it was option B, which was, of course, the wrong thing, because I went there and I saw a general practitioner and I very obviously needed an x-ray. Can a general practitioner do an x-ray? No. Do you need a referral from a general practitioner to go get an x-ray? Well, yes, but how can you get around that? You can go to option A, the emergency department of your local hospital. And when you are in agony and you can't walk, that's quite an appropriate place to go, especially when some kind soul offers you a lift. So right back then, if I had have known then what I learned after 30 years as a doctor, which is basically where is the right place to go at the right time in your health journey, things come up from time to time. Wellbeing Holistic is a community wherein you can get the advice in real time from other people who are in the same situation as you. They've been drawn here for whatever reason. Maybe it's because they've had a few hiccups along the way with their health journey up until now. Maybe it's because they can't find doctors who will actually listen to them and respect the fact that they prefer natural therapies. Or maybe it's because they're just curious and they want to have a sticky beak and wonder what Dr. Jen's up to these days. Because I'm no longer Dr. Jen. I am on the AHPRA Health Practitioners Register. However, I am non-practicing. So I'm here for your entertainment. So have a great laugh at me. That's why I can have a YouTube channel. That's why I can talk about health advocacy, because I recognize that health advocacy is a gap that you can fill by becoming a member of Wellbeing Holistic Community. And then virtually we'll fill that gap with you, because it'll feel just like we're there in the consultation with you, because you can workshop through the issues that are going on. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to get one-on-one advice from me. No, because I value my time, and I now recognize that if I keep on doing one-on-one, then I'll put myself straight back into the hamster wheel that I just jumped off. And for the teachers who are thinking about joining this community, I want to issue this challenge to you, because of course this video is specifically for you to think about the one-to-many concept, because the one-to-many concept records your value in perpetuity. It's just like a podcast or like a meditation series that you offer for sale, or an evergreen course that you host on your platform. So one of the things is that the Wellbeing Holistic courses that are hosted in our platform are owned by Wellbeing Holistic. If you as a teacher have got your courses, then by all means, take our community members and let them have your courses as well, but give us the acknowledgement that they've come from Wellbeing Holistic. Just like if, yeah, it works both ways. If you refer them to us, then we will likewise give you that acknowledgement that they've come from you, because the paying forward concept and the paying forward to others who are less fortunate than ourselves is a really important principle when we are looking to be in alignment with our highest true selves. Because have a look at what is happening around us in the world, okay? It's called light and dark. And if you are appreciating me, then you're appreciating the light, but I cannot exist without the dark. And what happens with these social media forums is people start speaking out and then people start listening. Now, I spent the last few years holding my tongue. Well, I'm sick of shutting up. And I'm not going to get emotional about it, because I don't need to. The emotions are all done and dusted. You know, my wound has been that I felt invisible. No, I'm not invisible. I know I'm not invisible. I know I'm really, really important and I can make a difference, but I will need your help. Together we make a difference. It's, you know, there's no I in team. There is an I in community though. And so I am happy to be a leader in our community, but I need other teachers. So come along and be a teacher with me. So if I've piqued your interest, then yeah, let's jam. Now we're going to have